thought we were live. Now it says going live. Now it says you're live. I don't know what just happened. I think we weren't officially live yet. Now we're officially live. That's pretty weird. So, okay. Hello, Sweden. I'm going to pop the live chat out because it's too small for me to see. And I'm going to increase the resolution so that I can look at it from a few feet away. Hello, Kerplunk from the UK. Hello, Mr. Kilroy. Howdy from Texas. Hello from BC, British Columbia. Hello. Yo, bro, love you too, Red. Orlando says hello. Hello, Orlando. Do a flip. Can't do a flip. Wow, that's too fast. I can't keep up with that chat room, guys. Woo! That's wild. Hey, guys. And there goes the chat. That's as much probably one-on-one as I can manage. Good damn, that's fast. Flux says, what's up? Looking an awful lot with that icon. That's the only reason it popped out at me was because it looks a lot like the... Why can't my brain work? Educated barfly thing. Oh, wow, Mr. King. Thank you, Mr. King, for the $10 there. That was beautiful. You should say something with that. If you're going to make that kind of a noise, you know, you should say something. So I just felt like making coffee. So we're going to do, YouTube Live is very confusing. You set it to public, it's not yet live. You have to actually hit some kind of a go live button or whatever before it really goes live. It's very strange. It seems like there's redundant systems there. I do most of my live stuff over at Twitch. And if you're into that, you guys should know that that's at twitch.tv/Greg from HTD. Now here's the deal, fellas, friends, everybody. I'm gonna put you all on the spot. There's like 900, there's like 1,000 people watching us right now, which is freaking ding dangity dong awesome. It is awesome. This is the exact same show that I do on Twitch. Come to Twitch, baby. Come hang out with me on Twitch. Is there something in the... Oh, shoot. I gotta fix that. That's gonna drive me crazy. There's a piece of black wrap visible in the shot. I gotta fix that. Excuse me. This is technical difficulties, guys. There we go. Be a little bit more projected shadows back here. But there's I can't have black wrap in the shot. The little monitor edge in the frame is okay, but and the boom mic is unavoidable. I'm gonna move the monitor. What the hell? Is that better or worse? I'll try that. All right. It's live, baby. We're doing this stuff live. Very, very live show. Very, very live show. And I'm all alone. I mean, I have a family. They're upstairs. They can't help me. What was noticeable? The frame of the monitor or the black wrap? Yeah, the microphone's going to be in the shot. That's just how we do it when we do live, because I can't be on a lavalier for a couple of reasons, and I don't really have like a very good lavalier either. I just have like the one that I use. Yeah, I was designing the monitor. I hoped it was going to look like the bench trim. It's really funny. I'm wearing sweatpants, guys. I'm rolling them up to my knees, so now I've got like knickerbockers on or something because it's too hot. I don't know why it's so hot in here. It's not usually as hot. Anyway, we're going to do about 2 hours here. I'm going to make some coffee, and then I'm going to take a break to make dinner for the family. I'm making taco night. Going to do some ground turkey, some black beans, a little rice, a little cilantro, a little salt, lime, some avocado. I'm really stocked up. I did a big, I don't know how you guys are doing your quarantine, but like basically every 3 weeks I got to go to the grocery store. And like that first week, it's fresh food. We got a lot of fresh food. And then it's like, I have like dried beans now for like a year. You guys, if you have an Instapot, the two things I think that are key appliances to help you guys out with quarantine. Instapot, so that you can have dried beans and stuff like that. Do huge patches, big batches of chili in that and stuff like that. How much grenadine in the tacos? No grenadine in the tacos. And then the other one is you gotta have a bidet. Did you guys get your bidets yet? Did you guys get the memo? We're all on bidets now, man. Toilet paper? You can't have that. You can't have a supply line of something that can just get interrupted or panic bought like that. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was like a week into quarantine. I ordered that sucker. It took a while to show up, but I'm sold. I'm convinced. You need Scotch cocktails. Don't know why that's getting hidden. So this Dalgana coffee is going wild. on the internets, using the hose outside as a bidet. Yeah. That's funny. Oh, man. And we're going to make some Dalgona coffee, but first I want to make coffee. Because I like coffee. So I'm not sure what the best way to do this is. I usually have like an intermediary cup, but... oh, you know what? We can just use the basket. That'd be great. Somebody asked me what cameras I'm using for the stream. So there's 3 cameras in this room that we'll be using around. And stop, no, on, off, thank you. The 3 cameras are all Panasonic Lumix G7s, which were at the time pretty affordable and not bad at all. Where did I put my beans? Don't tell me I didn't bring my beans to the set. Did I leave my beans in another space, another room? You can't make coffee without coffee beans. You can't do it. You just can't make coffee without coffee beans. Guys, I left the coffee beans upstairs. I'm an idiot. There's one more spot down here that could be. Oh my god! Woo! Man, this is some real stupid guy stuff. Alright, so I gotta run upstairs and get my beans. So, I'm gonna hit... Greg's just been talking about beans this whole stream. I guess that's true, actually. I thought that was a funny joke, but now I realize, no, that's true. So I'm gonna have to hit the Be Right Back button, which will present you with some beautiful B-roll from the show and a nice little jingle. It's up the stairs and back, but I just don't want to leave a dead frame for you, so I'll be under a minute, I'm sure. Okay, I will be right back. Please stay tuned. And I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Cannot believe I forgot my beans. I got my phone handy too, just in case I have a reason to have it. And also, you guys can't tell this, but I took the sweatpants off. I put on my gym shorts. It's like 85 degrees in here. It's never been this hot. How do I like crack and rum? I get that question a lot. I'm going to take this out of the frame because people keep thinking that I want them to ask me about it. You know, you ever been to a hookah bar or smoked like that wet-ass hookah tobacco? It tastes like that. It tastes like somebody jammed a bunch of really artificial vanilla into something sort of like rum. That's harsh, right? I'm sorry. Okay, so I want to do about 36 grams of coffee here. If you guys want to see it in the close-up, it'll be fun. Check this sucker out. That's not a particularly good use of the close-up, is it? It's not good. We don't need that shot. It's a boring shot. All right. 25 grams. 35 and a half grams. Yeah, I can throw one more bean in there. One more bean. There you go. Pilar rum. Yeah, I like Pilar rum a little bit. Where did I have Pilar? You know where I had Pilar? I never actually bought a bottle. When I was in Key West, there's a bar there. If you guys ever go to Key West, last time I was there, the very good cocktails on the island were at a place called The Other Side, which is attached to the porch. And they had a drink on the menu that I spent that few days drinking quite a few of. I had a bunch of their house. Do I like water? Sure, I love water. No, this is actually, so someone, sorry, let me finish that thought. The other side, which is attached to the porch, I am not simulcasting. I would go to internet jail for that. But I am on Twitch, and we'll talk about that in a second. We'll be on Twitch later. You need a short sleeve flannel. I feel like that would be, oh baby, that's bad. Anyway, so they had a Hemingway daiquiri version that was made with Pilar, naturally. Let's go here. I don't have a go-to spiced rum. I'm not a fan, to be frank. What's going on here? Why aren't you not powered up? Why? Are you? Oh, that's why. Okay, I go with 97 centigrade for this roast. Okay, so, and anyway, I like that house drink that they were making, but I can't speak to it as a rum. I don't know if this is going to be an interesting camera angle or not, but we're going to try. Okay. And put this guy in there. You know what? We'll leave the lid off. It'll be cool. It's very loud. Very loud, I know. I'm sorry, guys. Last bean. Last bean. That's it. That's it. Oh, you know what's funny? Those follows that you're seeing notifying on screen, that's from my Twitch account, because most of my time I'm on Twitch. So that's a notification system built into Twitch. It's not about YouTube. So, do I have a Twitch? Yes, I have a Twitch. It is twitch.tv/Greg from HTD. Twitch.tv/Greg from HTD. And I will be there after this stream. We're going to wrap this up probably around 7 o'clock. At which time I will switch to Twitch. Well, no, actually, at which time I'm going to take a break to make dinner, and I'll be back probably, let's say, 8 or 8:30 on Twitch. We're going to have an after dinner drink. Probably play a little Fallout 2. You know, I've been playing Fallout 2 on Twitch lately. A little bit of water left over in there. I'm going to make this in my Chemex, and it is just a bit. I rinse it out before it's fine. So, unfortunately, we're going to need to put it on this. And I should have this guy visible too, because this is my actual real-time preview, and then this is stream health and stuff like that. Sorry guys, I'm doing everything at once. Discord has been notified. This is camera robot controls. We've got a slider here moving that one camera. Pretty handy for this, actually. Super duper handy, I would say, even. Okay. Whew. I don't know why I can't clear my throat. So, we're going to do this. So, what's the thing with the Chemex coffee? Chemex is a German coffee brewer. I think it was actually invented in the 20s during the Weimar. You guys watch on Netflix, one of my favorite shows on Netflix right now. Probably my favorite show that's current. Well, current. What's current on Netflix? It's what you're currently watching. My favorite show that I'm currently watching on Netflix is Babylon Berlin. I don't know if you guys watch that or not, but I love that show. So, we're going to put our filter in. There's some water spots on this Chemex. I have not sufficiently polished it for camera to be perfectly frank. Is that the Magnum PI? No, David Fuller says the dub is trash. I agree. You gotta watch it with subtitles. The dub is so bad. I mean, no offense to them. I really feel like they were given the instruction, don't act. Just don't act. Is your wife also an alcoholic as a job? Well, I'm only a pretend alcoholic as a job. I don't really drink nearly as much as you guys seem to think I do. No, my wife is not a pretend alcoholic as a job. She's not. Why are you taking so long to get to temperature? Is there something wrong with the circuit you're on? Only at 60? Maybe time is all weird. What's your take on Tiger King? I enjoyed it. Dubbing always sucks. I'm cooking pulled pork. Oh, okay. What's a good substitute for Plantation 3-star? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Did Carol kill her husband? Probably. Seems very likely. How do I feel about Better Call Saul? I haven't seen Better Call Saul. Okay, Danger 5. Help me, guys. It is not available in the United States. Everybody tells me about this show. All my foreign friends, that sounds That sounds shitty. All of my friends overseas and in the antipodes tell me about this Danger 5 show that I gotta watch. And I agree, I gotta watch it. But I can't get it here. Oh, I need a VPN proxy. I need a VPN proxy. Okay. Well, we're gonna need a VPN proxy sponsor. And I wish to hell I had set that up so that I could just be like, and cut to the sponsor messaging. Have you tried using Tor? No. Greg, let me give you a hug. Sure. Will you make a drink called Disinfectant? Holy shit, what the fuck was that, man? That was some real Looney Tunes shit, right? Whoa! Like, wowza, baby. Wowza! We were circling the drain with Nord. We were supposed to do something with NordVPN, and then... I know what happened. I can't talk about that. Jesus, people, chill the F out. I don't know why somebody wants to say that. I don't know what that's in reference to. I love the show. How many flannel shirts do you have? I have, how many flannel shirts do I have or have had? I have one of this shirt. It's got a big hole in the elbow and has for a couple of years now. This is a Eddie Bauer shirt that I bought probably 10 years ago. Have I ever made your own mead? No. But I do have a few other flannel shirts. I've switched to, you know what? I gotta say, Eddie Bauer stopped making stuff I like. So now I'm on that Patagucci. I'm on Patagonia now. Why am I so spilly? It's none of your business. What do you think of that? No. Because, see, this is where the table light is. And I know that lens is making it look like it's pretty close to me, but it's about 4 feet from my shoulder, all right? It's a full extension here. And this is where I have to do my pours to catch this light and that light, and we have another light, a spotlight, usually it's back here, and then the underlight to make them look real glittery and pretty. Nobody bartends in real life like this. You wouldn't do it. You do it back here. So when we're in the master shot and I'm over here, you don't see that much spilling. It's pretty rare. When we're doing it way out here, yeah, it's a little awkward. I've gotten better at it over the years, but boy, it's tough. All right, let's rinse this filter out. What is the background noise? There's a couple of background noises. Probably the kettle is one. Also, the moving camera might be another one. That one, the gears on the slider are being a little bit noisier today than usual. Rinse that out. I'm going to dump this. Okay. Okay. Set this thing to go again. I don't know why it's taking so long to get up to temperature. I think my gooseneck's gotten old. I think that's what's going on here, and it's just not oomphy. I haven't had a drink yet today, John Fenrir. Lube them gears, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'm not really sure. There's a couple of belts on it, and I noticed that the one was a little bit loose earlier, so I might just need to torque the belt a bit, but I don't have a chance to do that right now. It's all zeroed out and programmed for this move. I can't really interact with it at the moment, so. Well, first I'm going to make some coffee. I'm going to make some coffee, and then I'm going to try to make Dalgona coffee, okay? So let's try that. But, I think we're ready to brew, so let's go overhead into the filter cup here. I had our we measured and ground this a minute ago. It's about 36 grams. And then I'm going to turn on my scale here. We're at 95, 97 degrees Celsius. And I want to pour I find about 650 grams of water, 650 milliliters. I'll go around the side a bit. And then I'll just kind of do this. This is not the freshest roast, so you're not going to see a really exciting bloom or anything like that here. Yeah, it's pretty dead. Maybe a little. It smells great though. Jesus, it smells so good. Boy, favorite sipping bourbon. My favorite bourbon typically is Old Grandad B.I.B. I love the Bottle and Bond Old Grandad. I really love it. I mean, I don't think for the price you can come even close to that bourbon. But I did just open a bottle of Noah's Mill. Woo! I love that. I haven't had it neat yet, but it makes a hell of an old fashioned. Oh my god. That is just phenomenal. Okay, I'm gonna bring the temperature back up on the water here for a second, and then we're gonna do the big pour. My favorite white rum, Barbancourt White, Haitian White. I like rum Barbancourt White. It's not applicable for every drink though. I mean, to just say it's my favorite white rum. No, but I think on the merits, I think it's my favorite white rum. I think it's just the most fun white rum. It's not perfect for every cocktail. Nothing is. Rum is like that. She started an Aberrant campaign. The Aberrant game I ran was kind of using the rules, but for a homebrew setting. But I did enjoy that. Okay, and so now let's do the big pour. We're at 87 grams of water now. And that's 200. $527 grams. $593. I'm gonna go for about $650. I find that brews really well. To my taste. A little bit of reflection in that shot, huh? Oh, and over just a touch. 665 grams. Is that? I mean, probably nothing I can do about that reflection at the moment. Sorry. But you know what we could do is we could do this. We could take this guy out. Underlight that coffee. So that's a fun thing. I get that comment a lot. Oh, that coffee's so weak. Americans drink tea instead of coffee. You guys understand I backlight liquids, right? I guess some of you do. But like, yeah, look at the difference. You know, so there's the coffee backlit, right? There's the coffee not backlit. You probably don't shoot a bunch of light through your coffee at home. It looks nice like that. Oh man, check out that coffee brewing. So the camera's moving on a Kessler second shooter with a pan and tilt head. It's pretty neat, and I got this program that Kessler makes called a KOS that allows me to program the moves here on this computer that is just out of frame. Bebop is on Hulu, absolutely. Irish up that coffee. I don't have any heavy cream with me. Yeah, you love everything about America, but you hate the coffee. Well, yeah. Oh man, can we talk Lillet? What can I do with it? I'm assuming you mean Lillet Blanc. I would use it wherever you would use a vermouth as a alternative option. I don't have a lot of favorite. I like good tequila. I don't really have a favorite tequila. When I buy tequila, I tend to buy Casamigos and Fortaleza, but it's probably because I just don't know tequila that well and I like them. Favorite board game? Probably Carcassonne, although I've played like 2 games in my entire life, but I really like Carcassonne. That game is cool, man. Do you make espressos at home? I go through phases of making espresso at home. At the moment, I'm not making much espresso, but that's because my roast is ancient and not really good anymore. Banana cocktail. You know what we did on the Perca-Cola episode? If you watched to the end of that one, I make a drink for the gaming rig that I got hooked up with from Ironside, and there's some banana liqueur in there. I wouldn't say it's a banana cocktail, but also I think the banana. My Grail watch. Oh, that's a great question. You guys want to know what I'm wearing right now? I am working with my very good friends at Crown and Caliber. They've hooked me up with, it's going to be upside down, but that's okay. This is a Panerai radio mirror, automatic, which is unusual for Panerais, if you're familiar. I don't know. They usually are manuals that have to be wound every couple of days, but this one's an automatic. I don't know the spot right there. I don't really like a manual watch. I'm too fucking lazy to have to be reminded to wind my watch, and I think an automatic is just so damned cool, man. My Grail watch, I don't know what my Grail watch is, but I'll tell you what watches I personally really like. I love a Rolex guy. I didn't think I was. You know, I'm going to tell you guys some truth here. When I started working with Crown and Caliber, it's not like I had access to beautiful watches prior to that. I still don't. I have what they, you know, it's not like I have the budget to just buy watches. I don't. I have a $200, you know, Seiko. Where's my overall? That's not overalls. That's an apron. I'm not a farmer. I don't know why people think I'm wearing overalls. I feel like that's got to be a cultural thing. That people look at my denim bib and think, oh, he must be wearing overalls. It's got to be local. But name of the deer. Somebody else, not me, named him Steve, so that's his name. Not my deer either. It's my grandfather-in-law's. That says October 1956, Canada on the little plaque down there. You guys can't usually see that. But so about the watches, yeah, and I thought, all right, so Rolex is from my readings and like my obsessive, everything's like, oh, not that great. This is a brand. It's just a brand. They're really great. They're really, really great. I've never having to spend some time with a couple different brands of watches. An automatic Rolex, man, that they are not joking around. What is your opinion on Jägermeister? I think it's fine stuff. I like Jägermeister. But I mean, to just every morning for like multiple months, pick that thing up and be like, nope, bang on, and put it on. Look at it off my nightstand, still dead on accurate, and put it on. It's unreal for an automatic to do that. I guest spot one-shot RPGs? Sure, yeah. If you got a stream, I'll jump in. Why not? Shoot me a DM on Twitter. So it turns out I am a Rolex guy. So I really like a GMT. I really like the right GMTs. Thinner ones. I don't really like... I don't want a big, fat, chunky watch. The modern, quote, prestige watch, like even this, I mean, specifically this, is kind of too big for me. I don't love this. I want it to not, to disappear, to be honest. I really like a President. A 36 millimeter Rolex President can be freaking phenomenal, but I prefer it on a strap to a bracelet. I like the older, I said my thing about Jägermeister, it's good. Dude, Anthony, you're spamming. I do like some older GMTs, and I certainly, of course, I gotta like the Submariner. But I think a day date or whatever, a day date would be freaking cool. Not them. Maybe my Grail watch is that. Maybe my Grail watch is a Jaeger LeCouture ultra thin moon phase, because when I spent a few days with that, thanks to Crown & Caliber, my God, that was good. That was just such a beautiful thing of watch. There's a thing called slow mode. I think you should turn it on. I don't know how to do that. I should turn that on. I know how to do it on Twitch. I don't know how to do it here. Let me see if I can do it here. Edit. It's not in there. Yeah, that's a good question though. How do we do it? Oh, I have a button here to insert ads. I should remember to do that. Because I'm doing this for money. Viewer activity, stream health, merchandise. I don't know, man. I don't know how to turn slow mode on this chat. Stream settings. It's not in there. I mean, additional settings. Unlist. No. Ultra low latency. There we go. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Analytics, viewer activity. I don't have any way to do that. My God, there's 2,500 people watching this. This is incredible. Where do I source my background tracks? I have a license with Epidemic Sound, and they're very affordable, and I like them a lot. I actually have two licenses, one for this channel and one for H2D2. So let's pour myself this coffee, because I've been waiting for this for a while. Oh, whoa, what am I doing, guys? Probably want to see that happen, right? Let's pour ourselves a little coffee. Coffee! Let's see how she came out. Perfecto. I love it. It's perfect. Perfect. It's a little dead. I mean, I could go with a little bit more excitement and floral notes in there. It's not a perfect extraction, but certainly not a burnt extraction, which is really all I want to avoid. I cannot stand it when the coffee's when you use water that's too hot, man, you ruin coffee. Oh, God. It's the worst. So let's talk about Dalgona coffee. That was really what I wanted to do here. And I've got a little over an hour left to talk about that. I've got to make it the way that it is traditionally made. What is in my watch collection? My watch collection is a Seiko 007. And then I get loaners from Crown & Caliber because I have the extreme privilege and honor of being a brand ambassador for them. So you should check out Crown & Caliber if you're interested in watches. They are the best place to buy and sell a watch. Advanced settings. Okay, cool, man. Edit. Boy, that's I don't got any advanced settings, actually. It's not here. Maybe it's in stream settings, additional settings. No. There's nothing here, man. I'm sorry. You know, it might be... Maybe it's up here. Live stream settings. Oh, God. So many different stupid... There we go. They hide everything! What's good? I think on Twitch, I mean, this is defaults to 60 seconds. That's heavy. I think on Twitch, it's only set to 5. So, we'll try 5. What do you think of mixing Coke with Curacao? I never tried it. I don't have any Coke to test it with. It's an interesting idea. What's your ratio on that, if you can keep yourself visible? Oh, wait, is Whiskey Tribe live today in 15 minutes? Whiskey Tribe! Guys, we gotta conjoin streams. Hold on a second, Meredith's talking to me. I was born and raised in New Jersey. Wow. So I've been talking to Whiskey Tribe. We want to do some team ups here, here and on Twitch, but they were waiting for their equipment in the mail, and I think that they said that they didn't. I mean, last I heard from them, they didn't have it. So, but you know what I figured out is how to make that camera double as the camera for a Skype chat, and this is getting real techie. But and then Skype is now NDI compliant, so the cameras coming in from Skype can appear as NDI devices for OBS. Someone has asked me, what is my profession? This is my profession. Yeah, no, I've been talking to Whiskey Tribe for a long time. Those guys are super cool, and I definitely want to do stuff with them on here. So I don't mind. If you guys want to bail to go hang out with them, that's fine. If there was a way, it's so funny. I was so close to setting up the Skype camera to actually be like, we can just dial people right on in. Which is also crazy because it means that we have the technology to do a straight up call-in show, like old-timey radio and television shows where, caller, you're on, or we could just bring in fans, which I'm super excited about. Favorite class to play in D&D? I'm a rogue, typically. I'll play anything, though. I'll play anything, honestly. It's not class. I don't even think about the class. Once I've made my character, I don't even think about the class again, except for when I have to level up. I just think about who is the character. Okay, let's make Dalgona coffee. To do this, we're going to need a big old mixing bowl and a whisk, apparently. And I'm leaning on James Hoffman here. He already did some research on this. If I think, I'm going off of memory, but I think he used 7 grams of instant coffee. That was like his ratio. And then 30 grams of water and 30 grams of sugar. I think that was the ratio. So it's a lot of sugar. So let's turn this sucker on. I don't know what instant coffee is good. I've never in my life used instant coffee. This is Elite Instant Coffee. I think I got it in the Goya aisle at the supermarket the last time I was there. James Hoffman is a super cool guy, and I think that he's expressed interest in working together too, so I'd love to work with him. Now, one thing I always wonder is, how the heck is instant coffee made? And you're going to see why I'm wondering that in a few. This is all goopy. Ugh. Give me 1 second, guys. It tricks the trade. Gotta have a steam cleaner. Honestly, like, better than a dishwasher. It's incredible. So, does leave things a little hot. It's freeze-dried regular coffee. Well, that doesn't make any sense, though, because it dissolves. So, oh wow, 7 grams is going to be a ton of this stuff. This is like damn near weightless. That's, wow, that's 1.7. That's not that much. Okay, 4.7 grams. 5.3, 5.8, 6.6, just a little. 7 on the dot. That's it. That's 7 grams of coffee. Okay, now I want about 30 grams of plain white sugar. 18, 23, 28, 20. All right, that's 30. And then we want 30 grams of water, and we're just going to take what's in here. 12, 14, 15. Okay, 30 grams. And I'm going to pour a little out on my hand. That was really hot. Still very hot. To wash my hand, because I don't have running water back here. That was stupid of me. Not enough to burn me, but... How did you start on YouTube? I can tell that story while we do this, because we're going to have to do this for a few minutes. We're going to have to whisk this for a while. But let me have a sip of the coffee. Oh, wow. I didn't realize we were over here. We weren't on this camera. I need to get tally lights, but I don't know how to set them up yet. I literally don't know how to make it happen. Am I planning to do more collabs with Educated Barfly? Absolutely. Obviously by remote now. I want to actually... I don't have a name for it yet, but I intend to create a talk show with guests on Twitch. I'm kicking around a few names. My kid thinks... She's 3. She thinks a good name is... Now you're talking, baby! I kind of love... I don't know why I think that's a kind of a brilliant. Now you're talking, baby. But yeah, absolutely. And he wants to play some video games and stuff. He was doing he was like doing Grand Theft Auto. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto since the Miami one, maybe. Okay, so let's whisk, right? We'll do a split shot here. And so this takes a really long time. So we'll see. Oh, no way. We're going to be done with this in a second. I think Hoffman doesn't have the solid whisk technique here. You got to figure 8. I would not let my 3-year-old play GTA. Are you guys out of your mind? Robert Hess is a guest. That's a great name. That's a great guy. Yeah, we should get Robert Hess. I'm always really shy about real bar people because, like, I think they hate me. Like, I'm just some asshole. And I'm not dependent. I don't really work shifts, and I'm not dependent on tips. And I would love to do more with Babish. I would love to. Wow, I can't believe how quick this whipped up. Everybody makes a big deal about how this takes forever. Greg, want to play some D&D? Yeah, sure. Hook me up. It's got to be on a weeknight, though. I can't do anything on the weekends. You know, try to keep that work-life balance. I've never had Raki. I'm glad that Babish helped you find me. I've never played Mountain Blade. I'm holding this over the bar now because it's too damn loud. I mean, this is pretty thick already. We can keep going. Now you're talking, baby! Amazing. So what is going on here? Because if you whip sugar and water, you won't get this. Well, there's oils in coffee that are emulsifying, essentially. I think that's got to be what's happening. I have played a lot of Vampire the Masquerade, but not any of the new edition. We played 2nd edition, and I guess maybe it was like 3rd, a little of both. Have Matthew Mercer as a guest. Sure, yeah. I'll see if I can get him on the phone. Instant coffee is made by making a regular coffee and then freeze drying. Stand by. I want to read that because that's this guy who sounds like they know what I'm made by making regular coffee and freeze drying, so you have a solution with coffee and water. Then evaporate all the water, you'll have freeze dried flakes that you can rehydrate. Interesting. Interesting. I have not played Animal Crossing, and unfortunately, it's literally impossible right now to get your hands on a Switch. All right, that's pretty... I mean, those are pretty... There's not stiff peaks, but that's pretty serious soft peaks. What do you guys think? You think that's enough? I mean, that looks like buttercream or something that you would put on a... looks like something you would put on a cupcake or something. Okay. So, let's put this here. The next thing is to have a glass of milk, actually. There they are. I'll put these guys here. Apparently with some ice on it. Sure. Ice is going to be a pain to get that. Gotta move things off the top of the freezer. You know, we don't need to do anymore. I don't have a clean bar spoon handy, huh? Doing the dishes, guys. Little cracked ice in here. Like I said, you did it over here. 1, 2, 3. I missed the glass. That's not cool looking. There we go. Alright, that's good. Now we put some milk in there, apparently. Thinking right to that, so it'll have room to float. And then... God, that's so thick, guys. Good Lord! I think we have kind of overdone it a bit here. It's got to tidy up a second here. I mean, you eat that with a spoon? What the hell? That's so thick. It's too thick. Alright, let's see here. So, I think I've also seen this called a reverse latte. I don't know if it's any good. Huh. That's a lot better than I would have thought. Ooh, what a weird aftertaste. I mean, it tastes like some cigarettes or something. But not in a very bad way. In a way that I find oddly appealing. I don't really even like cigarettes. I don't like cigarettes at all. That is really weird tasting. Like a campfire or something almost. I mean, somebody wants to give it a stir. I thought the whole point was to have it be like a latte with it on top. I'll stir it, sure. It's so thick. Look at this from the top. Look at how thick this is. I mean, oh my God. I've already messed it up at this point, says Joker Jordan. What did I do wrong? I think I'm doing fine here. All right, that's more drinkable. Boy, it tastes like the smell of one of those sweetened cigars. Very airy, very fluffy. That's cool. But I have to say, it does not taste much like coffee. It doesn't taste much like coffee at all. It tastes, like I said, like a cigar. Like not like smoking a cigar, but like the smell of a sweet cigar that someone else is smoking in the distance. Like a Black and Mild, somebody says. Yeah, maybe like that. You're learning to be a storyteller. For Vampire the Masquerade, you got any tips for the viewers? Guys, I'm gonna, like I said, I don't want to get bogged down into the questions at the moment because I got a mission here. And I'll answer that question briefly, but that's the kind of question that I would answer on Twitch. So you should check out my Twitch, probably around 8 or 8:30 tonight. We'll be at twitch.tv/GregFromHTD. We're gonna start here. I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna have dinner, and then I'm gonna come back, make a drink, and play some Fallout 2 and answer all those kinds of questions. My primary message to anybody who's running D&D or Vampire the Masquerade or being any kind of a storyteller at all, don't write a novel. Don't write a story. Write plans for your NPCs, for your antagonists. I mean, they're not antagonists. They're your characters. They're just the characters you're playing. There's so much of this sticky crap in my mustache. I hate it. Write the plans for those characters, those NPCs, and I'm going to allow that, Amanda. That's a good one. And then set them in motion and assume they're going to win. Don't write plans that have to be foiled. Know what the consequences are. Know that when, Lord Everbong, finally manages to unseat King Horsefeathers, that he doesn't put everybody to the sword and execute everybody. No, he takes over and things are different, but not destroyed, not ruined. And then let the players, and then don't be addicted to your story. Let the players take over. Okay, I have an idea though for how else we might be able to do something like Dalgona coffee, and I think we're gonna try it. Well, we're gonna try it the first thing first here. Now, let's do it the... Oh, did I wash this out really well? I didn't. I hope I did. Okay. Yeah, this is good. So, same ratio. Let's try this. Well, that'll be fun looking too. Okay. Turn this on. Tear. Spoon. Put 7 grams in. Yo, what do you think tear means, Scar? There we go. 1. I've never had any red stag. I have no idea. Oops, drop some. 6-8. Let's go right to 7 here. Alright, 7 grams of instant coffee. Tear. 30 grams of water. Oh, we went over a bit, but that's okay. And tear. 30 grams of sugar. Okay. Very good pouring, Greg. Put the lid on there. Lots of dust here. Let's, what the heck? Let's do this in this glass because it'll show better, I think. There's a box of these guys here somewhere. A knife. In case you guys are wondering, I don't know how this is going to come out. I got two approaches I want to try here. And I think that, this is research for a coming episode of How to Drink that I'm going to shoot, if this works. Somebody keeps asking, oh, jeez. Why are you so handsome, brother? It's the makeup, the light, you know. The toupee, the false nose. I have clip-in teeth. There's a lot of work that goes into this. It's a very complicated illusion. It's 2 chargers. I think we're going to do 3 here. Because there's well, we'll do 2. I think 2 should be enough for this, because this is the instant coffee. Alright. Literally, you're just going to pour myself a glass of milk. I have no idea how this is going to go, by the way. Put a little milk in there. And I think, well, I hope. Extremely appetizing sound, but look for a place to put this stuff down. Not a bad looking result, is it? It literally sounded like some guy went bleh, 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 bleh. Pretty neat, actually. Let's try this one out. Very different. Much less of the sugar dissolved into that. It was way less sweet. That's interesting. I would have expected the sugar to really kind of disappear into that. It's not bad. That could be sweeter though, honestly. What's fun, I think, is if you look at it from the top, you can still see like bubbles escaping of nitrogen, trying to get out of there. It did make a pretty decent little foam, didn't it? What's in the mug? Just coffee. We made coffee before. So, 6:07. I have a little bit left of the right beans. I'm gonna be right back. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna go upstairs, rinse this out, and there's different coffee roast upstairs for my next plan. Let the mic on. Mic's on, right? You can hear me. And I'll be back, and we're gonna try one more approach on this. I'll be back, 3 minutes or something like that. You know what, guys? Don't be offended. I'm gonna hit the trigger advertisement button, okay? I'm gonna go to my B-roll, and then I'm gonna hit trigger ad, and I'll be back in like 3 minutes, okay? But don't be offended by that. It has to be done. I gotta live. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So what I did was I washed out very quickly the icy whipper, and then I grabbed the last out of the top, literally out of the hopper of my espresso machine. My hands are gross looking all of a sudden. I had to dig them out. These beans, this is the last of my very dark espresso roast. And it's literally the last of it. There's not much here, but it's what I think we have. Why did I want that so bad? Well, I want to try and do this with coffee, not with instant coffee. And I tried this before, and it didn't come out that bad. The trick is going to be to get the finest possible grind and to use some very dark roast, oily coffee beans, the oiliest we can get. So I'm just going to set this thing all the way over to 0, absolute finest. And I'm going to toss these in. We should weigh them first, shouldn't we? Where's that scale at? In front of my face. 14 grams. All right, yeah, that's fine. We'll make twice. We'll do the foam. That's perfect. It's 7, so we'll just do a double. This is gonna take a minute to grind though, because when it's that fine, it takes a little bit longer to grind. Do I have a letterbox to count? No, I don't. I don't even know what that is. Sorry about this. I know. Does alcohol even affect you anymore? Yes. I have a very low tolerance. I'm a toucan Sam. I get drunk easy. I'm just very experienced at operating while drunk. So. What is my favorite band? My Grail watch. We were talking about watches before. I don't know what my Grail watch is. I mentioned some watches. I don't know that I have a Grail watch. I like watches in a different way. Like, there's not like one thing that I'm really lusting after right now. Some of them I think are really cool. That's about it. This is the grinder. It's almost done. Come on. wasn't that fun. It kind of made like little chunks. Must have been a little bit of moisture on those beans because it formed into like cubes. It's kind of crazy. Or it could just be the oils. So we've got powdered coffee here. Now, I think that in a perfect world, you'd like to get grinded by me. My God. I think that in a perfect world, I'd have a Turkish grinder, which is not a thing I have. But we're going to try it this way anyway. All right. Pop this guy out. Turn this sucker on. On. I've had a cup of coffee, Rice. Had a cup of coffee. I don't drink that much, guys. Okay. Let's put our beans in here. We already know that this was 14 grams. Ooh, don't fall away. Okay. Bar staples. I don't know what that question means, to be honest. It's a confusing one for me. Can I taste the difference in potato, rye, or wheat vodka? Probably not. 30 grams of water. About it. 37. You know what? Let's do 60. Okay. Any Cocktail from the Gentleman Bastard sequence by Scott Lynch. Oh, I don't know that. I don't know it. And then we'll do 60 grams of sugar. Here we go. Uh, 55 grams of sugar. That's close enough. So, if you're not familiar with Dalgona Coffee, the internet sensation that takes the internet by storm, the idea is that you whip together instant coffee, water, and sugar until it is a foam. I mean, that's all that this is. If you guys want to see again. Look at the overhead. This is instant coffee, sugar, and water whipped into essentially a topping or a mayonnaise. And you put it on top of a glass of milk, like an upside-down latte. Mix them together. It's Instagram gold, baby. It's Instagram gold. Okay, it's not a foam anymore. Whatever. Calvados. I haven't done anything with Calvados. You can basically use it as Applejack. So look at a Star Cocktail. Look at a Jack Rose. That kind of stuff. I invented my own cocktail for a Russian linguist friend who's having a bad day. It's called Zion Cotton. Would you like to try it? I don't know why I pronounce it that way. Somebody said, why aren't I on Twitch? I am. I talk about my Twitch all the time. We'll be on Twitch tonight at 8 or 8:30 after this. I'm going to finish this, have dinner, and I'm going to go to Twitch. Twitch.tv/Greg from HTD. One of these things still say Twitch? I think so. Hopefully that just worked. I hope that worked. If it didn't, yeah, look there. That's where you go. Twitch.tv/Greg from HTD. It's right there on camera. Twitch.tv/Greg from HTD. Look, man. I'm not putting everybody else on. There are 2,200 people watching this. I've never had 2,200 people watching my Twitch. Get on over there. It's a good time. I'm there all the time, like 4 or 5 days a week. Although I haven't been. This week's been a little slow, but come on. going. This is what I do. I do this, but with video games. And we're going to have guests on and stuff. It'll be great. All right, back to that. Let's hope they don't shut me down for talking about Twitch on. We're going to take probably 3 chargers. I just want to try and get this really mixed up. The pressure, the nitrogen is going to help a lot. Oh. I don't know what Tokyo tea is. Oh. Number 2. Any use for Kidney Leo Dior besides a Corpse Survivor or Corpse Survivor number 2 or a Vesper? Off the top of my head, it's kind of meant to be like an old school Kina. Greg, what's the chance of you doing another D&D drinks video, but one based on From Forgotten Realms? Like, Forgotten Realms I don't know about, but it's funny, I just put it on my notes that I should be looking at the Wildemount, the Explorer's Guide to Wildemount book, because I bet there's cocktails in there. And that shit's popular. So, that could definitely be happening. Whatever happened to what you were distilling on Instagram? That's a waybacks, man. So that still is in the next room, and we bought that for an episode of How to Drink that I shot the first half of. Oh man, where I was gonna make bathtub gin, and it's basically Everclear with a big infusion of gin flavors in it, and then it turns brown, and I wanted to run it through a still to get it back to clear. It would be indistinguishable from store-bought gin. However, after I ran the still with water, and started thinking about some things, about how still works, ooh, I got cold feet. I'm not gonna run that still, certainly not in my house. I'm terrified of that thing now. What do I drive? I drive a 2004. I drive a 2004. What do you call that thing? Outback. Okay, with the 4-cylinder. Okay, manual transmission that I paid about $1,500 for. It is made of rust. This car is made of rust. It has 180,000 miles on it. I bought it because I was working a freelance gig in New York City after I moved to the Jersey, and I was contacting a guy on Craigslist, and I didn't really think I was going to get this car, but he said, "Where are you at?" I said, "Well, I don't know how I'm going to get to have to see on Long Island. I'm over here, I'm working in Brooklyn." And he says, "I'll bring the car to you." So I bought it on my lunch break, and I drove it home unregistered. Don't tell anybody. But honestly, it's been great. I think it's a great little car. Perfect. I don't really drive many places, guys. Like, I gotta drive my kid to daycare when we're not under the Rona, and I gotta drive my recycling down to the recycling center. The car is lucky if it drives 5 or 10 miles a day. So it's interesting. The manual transmission on the Outback. The Outback is like, we're gonna talk about the Outbacks. It's sort of like an up trim line. You would think, why do they have a manual transmission on it? Well, the manual trans on the Outback changes the way the all-wheel drive thing works. It becomes full-time 4-wheel drive, kind of like a Land Cruiser, as opposed to computer-controlled front-back, like optional slip. Pretty neat. Which would you rather have, a Ford F-150 or a 1950s Ford Fairlane? Ooh, man, I gotta pick the Fairlane, I guess. I don't drive much, though. Would you ever listen to Phil Collins in a Subaru? I definitely would. I love Phil Collins. Okay, I think this is pretty much ready. It's as good as it's gonna be. I don't know what we're gonna get out of this, but we got our little cuppo here. Let's do the pours. By the way, nobody's commented on this dinosaur carafe. My wife bought this at like a junk sale for like $1. She came home and said, I got you a gift, like years ago. Had this stupid thing forever. Let's hope this works. Oh. Oh, God. It is a foam, though. It is foamy. Oh, God. Oh! Okay. You know what's fun, though, is look at it from the top. Look at those bubbles. Those are the nitrogen bubbles exploding out of it. I mean, I wish I had a tighter shot. It's really exciting to look at. And there's little grits running down the side of the coffee. Excuse me here. A little bit of coffee grinds pouring down the side because unlike, let's clean up this as much as we can. Unlike what we had going on there previously, is that light set up right? What's going on down here? I guess it's right. Okay, so unlike the instant coffee, this won't really dissolve. It's just not built to do that. But, you know, see there. I wish I had another shot on this. I wish I had a longer lens over there or something. Because you could see, there's like real texture to this. Let's see if we can cheat it out to the front of the light so it's not, yeah, there you go. It's a little better looking. Kind of has a thing going on here. I think it's pretty exciting. Now, this is, if you follow my Instagram, you might have seen this on my stories the other day. I tested this. And I gotta say, it's not freaking bad. This is my favorite one, by far. It's a little gritty, but nice. If you're okay with a little bit of grit, I don't know. I mean, I've had Turkish coffee once or twice. It's always been gritty when I had it. I don't know if it's supposed to be or not, but the one thing there is obviously there's some issues here with our, is it tobacco-y? Yeah, maybe. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would say it's tobacco-y. Yeah, maybe it's a little tobacco-y. Yes, actually. Yeah, and Turkish coffee has a little bit of grit at the bottom, right? I think if you could get a finer grind than even the 0 on this, it would be better. But I don't hate this. And actually, what's really funny is my wife, who kind of dislikes most things, she even didn't hate it. And just like, if you could see the damn bubbles that are, like, the foam is a web of interlocking bubbles. I don't know if I can, I don't think that the focus will be good, but if I can get you to see. Yeah, because it's not autofocusing. I can't adjust focus remotely, so really it's just focused here. Sorry, I don't have anything I can do about that, unfortunately. Well, it's Irish cream. So now that's a great point. We can now take this as an idea, and you can see, if you can see from the side, like it's got these like streaks of coffee grinds that are precipitating continuously from the foam down to the bottom, carrying color with it. It's really beautiful to look at. Oh, my Instagram is how to drink with the number 2 between how and drink. How, number 2, drink. Just like my Twitter handle. You should watch to the end of my YouTube videos. Or look at the on-screen graphics, because I plug the shit out of that all over the place. Does your wife dislike you, Greg? No, I think she likes me just the way most wives like husbands. This one is a little bit tilty. They are a little bit tilted. Yeah, we could talk about the shelves another time. They're not probably as tilted as it looks on camera. It has a little bit to do with lens angle, like the height of the lens and just lens distortion and stuff like that. Like you're above the shelves, so you can see the tops a bit. This one does lean quite a bit. It makes me, but they're pretty solid. They're not going anywhere. I think this is really cool. I'm fascinated by this, and I don't know. So here's some things. Obviously, the grit was clogging our. Where is it? Where is it? Put it on the ground or something? Fuck. Oh. Obviously, the grits are clogging this. There's still a lot left in there. We should probably make another one. Let's see if we can do it like this. And that's an issue. We don't want that clog. And it produces a very different kind of foam than what you would get. Oh, jeez. What's wrong with me? It does produce a very different foam, because it's not really so much a foam. It's not like a culinary foam. I don't know what the heck you call this. Aerated suspension or something. It's coming out. Oh man, it's like, here, look at it from the top. Do you see it like fizzing and boiling? Woo! You have no control, because it's just like, it's so random how it comes out. There we go. See how all those little nitrogen bubbles all over the place? You know what it ends up tasting like? Quite a bit. It tastes an awful lot like a Manhattan Special because of the espresso roast. I mean, and it's so danged neat looking. I think this is much cooler looking than some pictures I've seen of Dalgona coffee. I like this a lot. I wish I could tell you the wife does the comments. No, it's me. That's me, guys. I should probably just lie. I should just say, oh, yes, the wife. I've never had Raki, and I'm working on my Lord. I haven't gotten it yet. I have stuff here. So the liquor store I use, they're delivering Astor Wines. This is Malort made by Leatherby, but they didn't have any Jeffersons. And I'm not even going to open this until I've got Jeffersons to compare it to, so. But we're getting the Jeffersons. I gotta say, I like this quite a bit. What do we want to jazz this up with? I think bourbon. Hold on a second. Oh, good, I dropped my phone. Just what I wanted to do. Okay. If we wanted to make an alcoholic version, let me get my phone, please. Please don't be shattered. Yay, it's not shattered. Okay. So if we wanted to make this a little boozy, I gotta say, I think that, and I don't have my jigger handy, but we'll live without it. I think that, a slug of Old Grandad, which I love the peanut notes in. I feel like the peanut notes in an Old Grandad are gonna go really nicely in here. Boy, it looks like cookies and cream now. It has like that kind of a cookies and cream ice cream thing going on in there. Just stir the bottom a bit. So let's see how it is with a little bourbon in it. Ooh. That is invisible. You could taste it. You could taste it. It's different. But that is invisible whiskey, dude. That'll screw you up. That's got no warning lights in it at all. That's wild. You lose some of the coffee, actually. I kind of like it plain better. Most every drink is the Vesper. What is this drink called? I don't know. There's espresso. This is something different. This is an espresso made through nitrogen pressure. I wonder how much pressure we're putting in there. Honestly, I wonder if we're getting to espresso levels of pressure, but with nitrogen. Oh, cold coffee can't hold a candle to this. It's boring. When we do Twitch tonight, I think it's going to be Fallout 2. We've been playing Fallout 2 for a while, but maybe not. I don't know. I might like the laughing gas latte. That's not bad. Nos coffee. Yeah, I like that. I don't hate that. We might do a viewer's choice tonight. My husband and I enjoy your videos, and I hope your family stay safe. Well, thank you, NB98. Thank you very much. NB98. Is that a pun? NB? Patrick Rothfuss, King Killer Chronicle drinks. I don't know King Killer Chronicles. Joshua Garrod drops a tired cup. Kevin Snyder. Profession prior to HTD. So here we go, guys. You guys want to see what I used to do? Check this shit out. I was an editor. I'm typing into the chat right now. And I haven't updated my reel in a very long time, but if you guys want to check out my reel, there it is. You can see some of the work I've done on that website. I don't know King Killer. No. I haven't taken freelance work in a super long time. Well, not super long time, but a little over a year now, since like last February. So, I mean, that's what I did. I was a freelance editor. I worked for ad agencies and production companies, and I've done some stuff for Vice a little bit. I've done some stuff for Masterclass. I've done some stuff for... I worked with Imaginary Forces a lot. I worked for BBDO. I worked for a small ad agency called Mustache that some of you, probably nobody has heard of. So that's what I did. And I was freelancing that, and why am I so cute? I don't know. You know. It's hilarious. Not Titan, Titian, T-I-T-I-A-N. I don't feel like I don't really flash my last name around too much. I feel like I tell myself that I am protecting myself by not letting that be known too much. It's a lie. If it was Titan, I could change it. I've thought about it because everybody hears Titan, but it's not. It's T-I-T-I-A-N, like that Italian Renaissance painter, but we're not related to him. You're inflating his ego too much. Do you grow your hair yourself? I do. I do grow my hair myself. Yep, I grow it all on my own. I painted tons of miniatures. Come on, man. Yeah. Tons of miniatures. My favorite drink is a Mai Tai. Properly made Mai Tai. Yeah, like Nitropresso is kind of what I was going for, Camille, but I can't figure out how to make a good portmanteau of that. Nitropresso. Nitresso, maybe? Where did you get your shirt? This is from Eddie Bauer. I'm into Warhammer? You're into Warhammer. Angel of Death hasn't seen our recent episode. Yeah, man, I just did Fenrisian Ale. Go over to go look at the most recent episode of How to Drink. As a matter of fact, I am currently, at last checked, I'm literally on the front page of Bell of Lost Souls right now. Let me check, because that's some wild shit for me. I can't even believe that. Nope, not the front page anymore. I've been pushed down, but that's okay. Wow, man, they update this page fast. I was momentarily up there at the front page. Now you have to scroll a little bit. But yeah. I have not played Mass Effect. I might try a drink you've created. What was the most time you ever spent painting a miniature? I don't know. The most time I ever spent painting a mini. One mini? I mean, realistically, it can't be more than 4 or 5 hours. I am from Jersey. I don't know what that means. You look like you're from Jersey. Will you ever make a RuneScape drink? Sure, probably. Shenanigans of any sort. Let's keep reading here. My two fictional worlds are Discworld and Farscape. I never read any Discworld stuff. I did watch a lot of Farscape in high school. I actually wrote an entire term paper on Farscape because I was just that kind of a nerd in my TV production class in high school. Discworld, because Farscape was on when I was in high school. I have not read any Discworld. I'm game. I'll make some drinks from stuff like that, probably. Sure. Let's keep scrolling over here. Spirit suggestions for an alcoholic fruit smoothie. Trying to surprise my essential worker girlfriend with a nice Friday cocktail. And you really want a fruit smoothie. Well, I mean, if it's a good fruit smoothie, you should be able to slip any kind of like rum, tequila, or vodka in there easy and have it pretty much just disappear into that fruit smoothie. I think that, wait, what? And then Greg takes a shot, followed by trivia of said shot. There's a first part of that I don't know what that is, Mr. Derp. But I'm trying to hunt it down. I can't. And I played one of the Dragon Age games. Opinions on Dragon Age. I'm trying to read. Some people have spent money to get my attention, and I feel like I have to answer these. Like, it's shitty of me. What is your drunk personality? I'm a goof. I get louder and I start singing. Oh, we're scrolled way back. Loving the stream. Gentleman Bastard's amazing. You should check it out. Whatever happened to you're just saying? I still don't know what Derp is talking about here. I wish I did, but I appreciate the tip, man. Thank you. Very generous. I'm not an angry drunk. If I was, this show wouldn't work. I'll tell you that. Come by. Come be my guest at Six Flags when the world is open again. Oh, man, William Monroe. I grew up at Six Flags. We used to, my friends and I would split a family season pass over every summer, and we would just get our parents to drop us off. We spent like 5 days a week riding roller coasters all summer long, pretty much, or as much as we could. Favorite gin drink? Ever had a Southside Fizz? No, I've never had a Southside Fizz. I think my favorite gin drink is a Ramos Gin Fizz, though. I don't drink much, but this channel sure has given me plenty of ideas on what to drink. And now, it's like a never-ending list of drinks to go through. Love the channel. Keep it up. Thank you, Nico. Thank you very much. I am from the Jersey Shore, Ruizen. Yep, you're in the garage. I mean, over there is a garage door and a folding table and, like, the tools that I have and stuff and, like, the heaters in here. But, like, you know, I make it look nice. But you're in a garage. What's your favorite cocktail bar in the New York City area? Employees only. I've been to employees only a bunch of times. I think, well, it's gone, sadly, damn it. My favorite cocktail bar in the city, for sure, was Blacktail. They closed up. I don't even know. It kills me, man. I hate that. We can't post that one. Common Man's in Jersey? I didn't know that. What was your wildest nat 20 in D&D? I don't. Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you. But then I would say Attaboy be my next favorite, and Pegu Club. Those three in rotation have never been bad to me. Always been very good. Have I ever considered a cowboy drink special? I considered something like that. Make us a Swedish cocktail. Right now live. I got no lingonberries, Kane. I don't know what I would do for a Swedish drink. You make a blood cocktail in homage to Castlevania on Netflix. Bonus points if you manage to use a real blood, like blood pudding. I'll think about that. Huge thank you, Greg. Your channel makes the situation so much more bearable. I wish you and your family the best. Well, thank you, Austin McGinnis. Swedish cocktail. I'm still thinking about it. I do have some akavit. Just use cloudberries instead. I don't know. No. This says 1956 on it, and I'm not that old. It's an antique from my grandfather-in-law. Drink from Monster Hunter or maybe Metro 2033. I should play both of those games. Both are good ideas. Probably not going to get into it right now. I got about 15 minutes left on this stream. I love Red Stag whiskey sour, but it's too perfumated. Have you tried? I've not tried any Red Stag. I don't know what that is. I should pick it up. Oh boy, this is tough to keep up. Opinion on Dragon Age. So I think I played Dragon Age 1, and the storyline didn't hook me too hard, but by turning the game difficulty up all the way, I was able to kind of engross myself in the tactical elements of it. That was kind of fun. But I did not feel like I needed to play any more Dragon Age after the first one. What drink is good but you hate? Oh, that's a great question. I am not always a fan of Campari. So I wouldn't say I hate a Negroni, but I've got to be in the right mood for a Negroni. And I would also say the same is true for like a Jungle Bird or something like that. What bar equipment brand do you like that you can buy in Europe? Great question. I don't know. Is Barfly available in Europe? I like Barfly. What is, in your opinion, the properly built Mai Tai? A properly built Mai Tai would be at least a half an ounce of orgeat, but maybe up to an ounce, and then a quarter ounce to half an ounce of simple syrup. It should be the sweet kind. Should be 2 to 1. An ounce of lime juice, half an ounce of dry curacao, And then 2 ounces of rum, and you can make up a rum base, split this up however you like, but I like 1 ounce of Smith & Cross, and then 1 ounce of something a little bit more Demerara-y, like, what would I use instead? You know, if I, you know, something like a El Dorado. Perfect, El Dorado 8. And I don't have any Stroh. And then I would shake that up over crushed ice a little bit, straight pour it into... straight pour it into the proper glass, a double old-fashioned, or if you have a Mai Tai mug, throw the hull of your spent lime upside down in it, like it looks like a little island, and a sprig of fresh mint. The mint is super important for me. That is a perfect Mai Tai. Demerara sugar is sugar that has not had its molasses washed all the way out of it yet. What made me not like my still was the thought of high-pressure accelerants being evaporated in it over an open flame. That was terrifying to me. Favorite drink using Chartreuse? Any of the last word variations are perfect. Favorite substitute? What is your favorite substitute you've ever used? So when I made my version of a El Presidente, I made it with a little sip of Greg wouldn't hurt. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? When I made my El Presidente, I made it with Lillet Blanc. And usually you make that with like a dry vermouth. That drink was so good with the Lillet Blanc. It was crazy good. So I would say that. Probably my favorite substitution ever. What are your essentials to begin in mixology? Man, pick one drink and buy everything you need to make that drink. That's what you got to start with. You like an old-fashioned? You need a glass to make it in. It can be the same glass you're going to drink it out of. You need a bottle of whiskey that you like. You're going to need to make some simple syrup. You're going to need some bitters. And you're going to need an orange. Those are your essentials for what you want to make. Twitch, we'll be at Twitch at 8 or 8:30 tonight. I'm allowed to do, under the present conditions, I have permission to do very limited amounts of YouTube streaming. Your favorite liquor or creme? Have you tried smoking your glasses? I have. That's a good question, because I did that if you look at my video history, check out my smoked rosemary gin and tonic. That's really good. Are there any topics or history you can never find the place to speak about, mixology or otherwise? Ooh. I want to do a show, Eli Dakid. I want to do a historical documentary show called Guess Who Else Was a Nazi? Where I just drag dead people and talk about their work with the Third Reich. So that doesn't come up very much on YouTube, but it does when I can. Whenever I can, I do it. Will you do another episode with your daughter? Probably. I don't know when. It's a lot of work to work with the kiddo. Yep, that's right, Coco. Jokerby. Any chance of doing Irish cocktails that aren't the American Irish stereotype? Oh, Matt Hicks, I don't know what you're talking about. Irish? Like, you mean like not dyed green or some crap? Yeah, well, I should find out more about Irish cocktails. But I certainly don't have any intentions of doing any dyed green beers or anything like that. Where can you get Lillet Blanc? You can get Lillet Blanc at any good liquor store. Come on, man. Ooh, Plot Against America was so good. David Simon is really awesome. What's the best place to buy bitters? Well, in America, for the most part, you've kind of got to go. You've kind of got to go to the grocery store because they can't sell them at liquor stores for the most part in the States. What's your favorite Scotch? I have pretty pedestrian Scotch tastes. I like a Glenfiddich 15 very much. Can we get a 360 view of the garage? You know what? I'm not set up for it. It does happen occasionally. But right now, our exposure level is... I don't have a camera I can do that with. It's also kind of a mess behind the camera. There's a lot of recyclables over there. Good example of a famous person who did some Henry Ford. It's a good example of famous Nazi people. All right, Coco Chanel, Henry Ford, Errol Flynn. How about John Wayne? A little bit maybe questionable. Certainly, Grandpa Bush, Prescott Bush, was actually stopped from trading with the Third Reich due to the law. He was working with with various. He was like basically smuggling raw materials into Nazi Germany, and they arrested him over it. This guy, his son was president, or his grandson was president. Charles Lindbergh. Oh yeah, classic example. There you go. Let's see here. No, IBM predates World War II, but yeah. My favorite time frame in history? Well, there's only one time frame of history that has me in it, so it's got to be this one. Yeah, no, Walt Disney, man. I don't know. I've gone back and forth. I hate that one. That one pisses me off so bad, but it's probably true. He met with Levi Riefenstahl, and nobody else would. And he was a member of the German-American Bund. And it's funny, too, like, even my perception on that, like, growing up, like the German-American Bund, which was this German cultural association here in the United States prior to World War II that turned out to be a front for the Nazi Party. But, like, all of these very well-known Americans were members. And so the talking point about that after the war was like, well, nobody knew. But then you look at pictures of like Bund meetings, you're like, yeah, you kind of knew. You had to fucking know. Come on, man, they were like flying swastikas all over the place. What the fuck? So I go back and forth on Diz. Well, Henry Ford wasn't like a innocent like Bund member. Like Henry Ford was a fucking Nazi, man. The guy is a bad dude, man. Yeah, so like Walt, man, sucks. Play some piano behind the bar. It's getting tuned up right now. Sorry, einfach ich. My German pronunciation is American, so. Oh yeah, Werner von Braun. Well, no, I mean post-war. Come on, yeah, Braun, of course, of course. If you haven't, by the way, I'm gonna share a link to it. You should watch this video. You should watch it. You should hear this song. It's it's my favorite. I love it. Oh man, you probably there on YouTube. I'm gonna just drop this link right here in the chat. Here. Donald Lair, man. So good. You should definitely hear that. You should know that song. Once the rockets go up, who cares whether they come down? That's not my department, says Werner von Braun. You ever try some of the traditional German things like pear schnapps or plum schnapps? I should get some. No, I haven't tried a lot of that. That's actually like something I have to do a lot of, which is just like one of the things I do is buy weird boozes from other countries, taste them, and see what I can mix up with them. That's like a job of mine, actually. And so he's gonna be like, what is your day job? This is my day job, Justin. About a year ago, last February, I took my last freelance edit job. I dropped a link to my Edit Real website a while ago. And it's, I believe you, Sammy Joe Schneider. Of course you are. Anyway, I dropped a link to that before. So that was my day job was freelance editing, which means I didn't have a day job. I was gainfully unemployed. I was constantly looking for work. Very stressful life, honestly. Freelancing is rough, especially when you have like the high cost of living associated with living in New York City. I used to tell people that you just get really, like, it's like falling out of an airplane without a parachute, and then like you keep, every time you get close to the ground, you're just like, push that ground away. You just, push the ground away, push the ground away. You don't ever actually get to open a parachute. You just push the ground away. That's how it felt. It was good. It really felt like I was having a heart attack 24 hours a day for like years. Do I still shoot film? You know what, man? No. I mean, I would. I just haven't in forever. Get a 4K camera, please. Get a 4K internet connection. Joe Biden's son. What the hell does that matter if it's 4K? Wait, what is the stream in? Is it not 1080p? It should be. On Twitch, it's 1080p. If you're watching this in something other than 1080p, that's not great. Better be 1080p. Oh, 360. What the heck is this crap? What? Oh, dude. YouTube, what are you doing to me? No wonder. I don't know. A little frustrating there. Okay, it's 1080, good. Yeah, so it's fine. No, it's 4K. Come on, man. Like 4K, do you have a 4K monitor? What's the point? What's the point? What I would like is longer lenses. And the cameras are G7s. These are Lumix G7s. Oh, that went by so fast. Hold on a second. We got to read that. That was a big yellow message. I've lost sight of it now. Love your content. Don't even drink. Enjoy your personality and the quality of your videos. Keep up the great work. Would love to see a video on your favorite virgin drinks. I mostly just make smoothies when I'm looking for something kind of, quote, virgin. Well, guys, we are approaching 7 o'clock, which is the time of the clock when I wanted to call it quits so that I could go make dinner for the family. We're going to have tacos. I've been defrosting some stuff upstairs. So thank you guys for hanging out. Well, when we shoot the regular show, which we won't, it's going to be a while before we can do that again, but when we have the crew in, the regular show is shot on a camera called the Red Monstro, which can go to 8K, but we shoot the master in 6 or 5K. The close-ups are still 1080p, though, because to shoot 240 frames a second, you got to drop down to 1080p. Yeah, there's a little $30 USB microphone up here. It's kind of the show is uploaded in 4K, Joe Biden's son, it is. Do you know how many people have told me, Greg, your export, like, Meredith is, for like a long time, I had to fight people about uploading the show in 4K. Meredith used to yell at me all the time about that. Stop, what are you exporting in 4K for? Nobody cares. Takes me like so long. It has caused so many problems exporting in 4K. Conrad, I was wondering, as an Icelandic fan of yours, would it be possible if you could make an Icelandic-themed ale or mead? Boy, that's a lot of work, man. Kenneth Wall, thank you. You want me to make ale? I haven't gotten into brewing at all. Meredith says, one person cares! What? Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't own that camera, Emo Kills Best. The Red is, I mean, it depends on which model you buy, but like they're studio cameras. You're looking at $20 to $30 or $40,000 to buy the camera. It's rented, and then lenses, forget about it, man. Whoa, super duper expensive. So we're gonna put this up right now as well. I am not currently live on Twitch, but I will be at 8 or 8:30 realistically. It sucks. I really want to get, Meredith, can I buy it? I want to buy a teleprompter so that this is actually in the lens, so I'm not looking down here all the time. I think it's terrible for my eye line. It's gonna be like $2,500. But yeah, Eastern time, right? Of course, Eastern time. So 8 or 8:30 Eastern time. We'll be on Twitch. I'll probably have an after dinner drink, and I will then probably play some video games. I was gonna play Fallout 2, but maybe we'll do some first-person shooters or something. I don't know. We could let the chat room decide. It's funny to play Fallout 2 on the most ridiculous computer imaginable. Thoughts on Gameldansk or Malort? I'm a Swede myself. I don't know what Gameldansk is. That's way more fun to say than Malort. Man, this is tough to keep up. Play New Vegas. I haven't played New Vegas. Well, maybe. I have a modded version of it installed. But you probably haven't seen Fallout 2, Chad. You probably should see Fallout 2. You should learn about Fallout 2. I've bottled a pineapple vodka. I hate it. Anyone know how to down this? Garbage. Save it for parties. Someday you'll have parties. Brad Leone, man, I'd love to hang out with that guy. He fishes, like, where I live. Like, I live on the Jersey Shore now, and he comes down here to go fishing. We've never run into each other. And I don't suspect we will anytime soon, actually, but... You should play some XCOM. Which one? Old or new? My ideal Fallout game is probably Fallout 2. Outer Worlds. I'm not touching quality, Jack. That's you. That's your player. I haven't touched crap. So Outer Worlds, yeah, I probably owe a restart on that. I should start over on Outer Worlds, to be frank. Lemon Rus! Gemmeldansk means Old Danish. Oh, that's cool. Just spamming Grad Leone. Make a hefty rum and coke. Beef or fish tacos. Actually, we're going to do ground turkey. I don't eat beef. I would do fish. I don't have any fish, though, suitable for taco making. I don't eat mammals. Have you ever thought about making the Rick Dalton Once Upon a Time? No, I should, though. If you make a Scottish-themed drink, what would that be? They have scotch, man. Have you tried the old Grandad 114? Yeah, I have a 114 here, and I did it on Twitch. We did a side-by-side taste test. I like the Bonded better. I get a stronger peanut caramel note on the Bonded. The 114 was very good. I don't think it tastes as good. I don't know. I just don't like it as much. Make a Brian Duster, also known as a Brain Duster, also known as a Waldorf. Oh, I never heard of that. I should look it up. Skyrim, we could play Skyrim. We'll probably have a vote. I'll probably just start the stream, set up a poll, let you guys pick what I'm going to play, and then maybe I'll ignore it. I don't shoot things. No, I don't shoot things at all. These are all inherited from the same guy. And so if you ever watched also, like we did a Thanksgiving episode a couple years ago, there was an enormous stuffed turkey on set. It was ridiculous. We had to get rid of that. I had nowhere to keep it finally. But thank you, Pilot Free. But yeah, those were all from the grandfather-in-law. I'm not a pescatarian because I still eat birds and fowl, but I'm on my way to pescatarianism. I definitely eat fish. What? Nah, you're talking Monkey Greg. You're not a talking Monkey Greg. What? Do what you want, how you want to do it. That's right. Man, your thoughts on using blood oranges in your old fashioned? The peel? I don't think that the peel is going to make a tremendous difference. I think the peel of a blood orange versus a regular navel orange is going to be the same. Really, like if you try to get fancy with that kind of stuff, I find you want thick-skinned fruits, and those tend to be the more commercially viable fruits. And you want them thick because they got more oils in them. Then the reason they're thick is because they've been selectively bred to ship better. So your big commercial, everybody's getting these shipped everywhere fruits are probably better. Navel oranges for twists are thick and produce a big spray of oil. You get fancy oranges that have thinner skins. They don't really have that nice oil in them so much. Those Meyer lemons, I hate them. I don't like them at all. They're terrible. Just give me big, stupid lemons. Just traditional lemons, traditional oranges, big traditional, traditional, quote traditional, big agro-industry limes, whatever. They work good. So clementines, you can work with clementines, but good luck peeling a clementine and squeezing it. The juice is great. The juice is different. That's a different question. You were talking about an old fashioned, so that means we're talking about twists. We're not talking about juice. Juice. Don't think, just say your favorite drink. It's Mai Tai. Although I drink more old fashions than anything else because it's like, I've one glass, I'm done. We're 5 minutes into overtime. Yeah, of course. I'm the worst at saying goodbye. Goodbyes. Juice gang. Keep tipping until he leaves. Yeah, let's start that trend. The tip storm. That'd be fine. Adventure Time themed drink. You know what? We've looked at it. I've looked at doing Super Porp. I've never watched the show, but I have friends who do. I've looked at doing Super Porp, and I've looked at doing Dweebed Guy Juice, which was from the card game episode. It was the punishment drink. So, listen, guys, favorite Cure song? My favorite Cure song. Just Like Heaven. Pedestrian. Whatever. Cardi B for president? I would support that. Westworld, the show. I don't know, man. I hope it gets better. I feel like I tweeted it and I deleted it because it was kind of a mean tweet, but I saw that they got another season and I was like, what else do they have? I'm just so exhausted with it. Just go away. For what purpose do you need another season of this? Well, if I could start another show, it'd be like a talk show. I've never done a Whip It, Jimmy. I don't even know how. A Western themed drink. You know what's funny about that? Like, you could do a Western themed drink, and what would you do? You would do like Chartreuse, you would do a mezcal. But the truth is that if you look at the golden age of cocktails, right? It's the 1860s. That is the Wild West. So what's a Western themed drink? A Moral Suasion. How about a improved whiskey cocktail, or a Sazerac, or an old fashioned? How about a brandy fix or a gin daisy? All of those are Wild West drinks. We might have to go to oh my God, Ozark is so good, Leo. Mia, that show is the best. Can you take a shot? Not right now, guys. Not right now. I gotta go be dad. Take a quick shot. Take a shot. Quick trivia. Go eat tacos. What's a quick trivia? A drinking game later. I don't know about that. You know what, though, if you guys get me going, we might do, there's something on Twitch called Twitch Sings. It's basically karaoke, so maybe you'll get some singing from yours truly. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to end it here. Thank you guys so much for being a friend. Check this out. We're going to do something here. Thank you guys so much for being a friend and for hanging out with me. And I really hope I will see you later on twitch.tv/Greg from HTD. See how it's blinking now? I'm doing that manually with my hand. No, please. Seriously. Around 8:30 Eastern time. We'll definitely be on there. I wanted to just like go straight from here to Twitch, but I can't be that antisocial. I got to cook dinner for the family and stuff. I got nothing else to say, guys. This is a fantastic stream. Thank you for everybody who donated and tipped and for hanging out with me. And I hope that our research on Dalgona coffee went pretty good. I think that this honestly has a lot of potential. I just got to figure out how to... hell, I like it as is. I don't know if anybody else is going to like it, though. All right, I'm going to end it there. Thanks, guys. See you soon. See you at Twitch. Twitch.tv/Greg from HTD.